Hey folks, this is Mark Kelly. I just want to talk to you a little bit today about the KPIs that we manage with our PPC clients and that we recommend you manage with your PPC clients. Now, these are not the KPIs that you're going to use when you're inside a campaign, things like the click-through rate and the quality score. These are the KPIs that we recommend that you manage as top-line KPIs, KPI being key performance indicator, with your Google Ads clients that you manage. The top 3 KPIs, key performance indicators, that we manage for our clients are as follows. Number 1, did we spend a client's budget? They allocated X amount of dollars to go towards their Google Ads campaign. Are we spending X amount of dollars? If we're only spending 50% of their allocated funds, we're probably going to have a disappointed client. We need to understand why, and then we need to make the appropriate corrections. So that's number 1. We have spent the client's ad spend budget during the appropriate period of time, whether it's weekly, monthly, however you measure that. 2, the second KPI. We've met the client's target cost per lead, and I'm talking lead gen now. If we were looking at e-commerce, we'd be talking cost per sale, maybe return on ad spend, ROAS. But what we're going to talk about is their CPL, cost per lead. So have we hit the target cost per lead, or have we exceeded it in that we've gotten their leads less expensively than what they were hoping for? So we ask for that question up front when we engage with the client. What is your target cost per lead? That serves 2 purposes. It gives us a target to shoot for so that we know that, hey, we've got to get these leads in at $75 a piece in order to make sense for them because their conversion rate and their revenues. So have you hit your target cost per lead? Frankly, the other reason we ask for a target cost per lead when we engage with a new client is to find out if they have a reasonable set of expectations. You'll hear this term used by me many times, a reasonable set of expectations, because the one thing that I think screws up more relationships between PPC providers and their clients is not setting expectations correctly. So have the expectations been set? If someone comes back to you and says, I want roofing leads at $10 each, there's a good chance you're not dealing with someone who has a reasonable set of expectations, and then you need to talk them through what their expectations should be. So we've got, have we spent our budget? Number 1. We've got number 2, have we hit their target CPL, or cost per lead? Number 3, we're going to introduce another acronym. So number 3 is, have we produced marketing qualified leads? I mention this because there's a little bit of technicality, but inside of Google, you can see conversions because an event has occurred. Someone has dialed a number on a landing page and has tracked that as a conversion inside the Google Ads campaign. Someone's filled out a form on the landing page. Some event has occurred that we've identified as worth measuring and as a lead for the client. The fact that an event has occurred does not mean it's a marketing qualified lead. A marketing qualified lead would have to be someone who, once their service, was trying to reach that company, your client, was trying to reach them in the target market that they serve. So if they're serving, Augusta, Georgia, it's not a marketing qualified lead if it came in from Houston, Texas, because they're not going to be able to serve that client. And do they want the service that the people were offering? So if someone reaches out to you, let's say with a form fill or a phone call, they're from the area geographically that you serve, they want the service that you provide, that's essentially a marketing qualified lead, or as we call it, an MQL. That's what we typically hand off to their clients. And then the client has to figure out if they are, using another technical term, an acronym, an SQL, a sales qualified lead. That's where you start going through what their budgets are. whether they have the money to spend, what their expectations are, and things like that. So remember the three things that we key on from an account management perspective for our PPC Google Ads clients. Number one, did we spend their budget? Number two, did we hit their cost per lead? And number three, did we provide marketing qualified leads for the client? My name is Mark Kelly. I own Inbound Revenue. You can check us out at inboundrevenue.com. Please drop any questions you have below. I'm going to answer them. Please enjoy another video, and we look forward to talking to you again.